everybody, I have a different type of video today than any video I've ever done. And today is actually a dupes video, and I know there are lots of these dupes videos out there. And I know one thing people have been trying to find a dupe for is the Beauty Blender. Because these are not the most expensive makeup sponges out there, but they're not cheap. They are very, very good, and they apply makeup absolutely flawlessly. Better than any makeup sponge or brush I have ever used in my life. And I've always used makeup sponges for applying foundation. And this is just, I love this because like when you apply your foundation, you just, I just put it on my hand, I dab it in there, and I just dab it on my face until it's blended out. It blends flawlessly. This fits right up there in your eye like that. And this one is wet, and so it's expanded, but it's very, very soft, and just the shape of it is perfect. So I know everybody, there's so many people trying to find a dupe for this, for a less expensive version of the Beauty Blender. I don't think we'll ever find a perfect one, but I think I found something that is comparable. So what I want to show you is this. This is, I got it at Marshall's today. Our Marshall's here in Athens just opened. And this is Revive Makeup Blending Applicator, and it says Beauty Pro. And they had a light blue one, and then they had like a purple one, and the purple one actually had more of a flat bottom on it. So I got this one because I thought it seemed to be a little bit more like the shape of the Beauty Blender. And I made some notes on this. Now when these are dry, and I compared it to the dry Beauty Blender. When they're dry, they are almost exactly the same shape. This one is a little bit fatter down here. And also the tip is a little bit more pointed. Now this one is a little bit firmer than the Beauty Blender, and it's got more of a velvety suede kind of smooth feel, where the Beauty Blender is just this really just smooth feel. This one's softer and just more velvety. Now wet, I did notice that this one, it does seem to hold more water. I did have to wring it out a little bit extra. And if you get this, you may want to actually wring it out and wrap it a little bit in like a washcloth, which you're technically supposed to do with the Beauty Blender, but I've never had to. Now this one is, when you look at them both, these are both wet. I've used both of them. This one is a little flatter on the bottom. It's also a little fatter. It's shorter, and it's got more of a point. Like this one lays right in that corner of your eye really well. This one lays in there pretty well, but not quite as exact as the Beauty Blender. And these, when they are wet, seem to be both about, this one's still very slightly firmer, but overall they're pretty equal in the firmness of them. And because I know like a lot of the sponges, they don't flatten down. This one is very similar to this one. And also this one the Beauty Blender does not absorb much makeup at all. This one didn't seem to absorb any. And overall though, for the application, this one has a little bit less bounce when you're applying it. And also the application using this versus this is very, very similar. This one is maybe slightly more flawless than this one, but not much, just a little bit. I mean, it's not I had to look up with a mirror very close and just sit there and look to see if there was much of a difference. And overall, for cleaning it, and I used cleaner that I got in with a Beauty Blender kit, and so I used the Beauty Blender cleaner on both of these, and this one actually cleans very, very similar to this one. It lathered nicely. I was able to just rinse it, squeeze it out, and the makeup, I mean, it pretty much all came out just like the Beauty Blender. Now, so overall, these are very similar in terms of shape, feel, application of makeup. These are extremely similar. Now, one thing that I was just sitting here a few minutes ago and I did notice a difference on is quality. This, you can tell, I've actually used this quite a bit. I've had it for a little while, and I have washed this several times. I've used it a lot, and there is a big difference between the quality of this one and this one. This one, it does give you a nice makeup application, but as I was sitting here a few minutes ago, I noticed a couple little tiny, a little tear here. I've got a little tear here. I can see maybe a little one there, a couple, like a little one there. So this one is, I'm already seeing some disintegration on this one. So I don't know how long this one will last. I know for a lot of people these last a good year or more, which I have not had this in a year, so I can't attest to that. But in the future, I do want to come back, maybe, you know, after I've used this a while, and just see how it's holding up in comparison to the Beauty Blender. But the biggest difference that I see is the few little tiny tears. At this point, it's not going to affect makeup application. And for a price of $5 versus the normal retail $20, at this point, I think this is actually a very, very good dupe. And I'd say it's worth a try. I know, like, people have been looking for a dupe, and this is the closest thing I have actually seen to it. So I would say give it a try and see how you like it. But I will come back in the future and do an update on this one and just see how it is holding up. But I was really excited about it, so I wanted to tell you all about it and maybe save you some money. So we'll just see in the long run, you know, how many of these would I have to buy in comparison to one of these. So we'll have to see in the next few months and just compare them then. So anyway, just remember, I got this at Marshall's. It's by the company. Well, it says Revive on the box, and then it also says Beauty Pro, but it says Revive Makeup Blending Applicator. And it was $4.99 compared to the retail of $19.95 of the Beauty Blender. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos in the future of different things, just go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button so I know that, you know, you want more videos like this. And make a comment. Tell me if you have found any dupes for the Beauty Blender, because I would be really interested in hearing about other people who have found a pretty good dupe for this. So anyway, I will talk to you all next time. Bye.